Free will is your ability to make a choice within certain boundaries, because there are certain levels of holiness and God's goodness that you can access without certain levels of maturity. And there's also certain evils and bad things that God is protecting you from. This does not mean that you will not be blessed at all, because God is blessing you every moment. You're still alive. You're not in hell. This does not mean that you will not encounter anything that's considered bad, because even bad things happen to good people. There is a limit on what will happen to upright people, versus if you are moving outside of God's will, then you are in the realm of Satan, which is evil. With your free will, there's effects and affects, effects and effects, consequences, results that occur because of your choices and your thoughts as well, because your thoughts align you with spiritual dimensions. Your thoughts can give demons access to you, and your thoughts can give you access to holy realms. Your thoughts also affect your actions, your emotions, your choices, the way you respond, and the way that you handle things. Free will. God gives you the ability to choose between God's will and doing what you want to do. Doing what you want to do when what you want to do is not God's will is considered witchcraft. The Bible says rebellion is the same as witchcraft. Rebellion means to do things that God has not planned for you. If what you are doing is leading people into the realm of evil, if you're dressing seductively, if you're using profanity, if you're twerking online and in public, if you are having casual sex, even if no one knows, you're still not embodying a certain level of purity that you embody. So you're still affecting people, because you're not being a reflection of your highest self, which means you're damaging the people in your life. And that means the blood is on your hands, which means you suffer consequences of the harm that you are causing other people. So ask yourself, what are you going to do with your free will? Are you going to continue to make you suffer and everyone that comes in alignment with you to suffer? Or are you going to do what God has called you to do? Because what you want to do, no matter how great you think it is, no matter how tired you are, it can never be greater than what God has for you. You have to work on your patience. You have to work on your maturity. You have to build your relationship with God. You do not have the ability to decide what is right and wrong, what is good and evil. Only God does. You can help homeless people, but if those are not the homeless people that God has called you to help, then technically you're being evil, because some people go without to learn certain lessons, and also some people are called to be blessed by certain individuals. And so let's say you're giving to a homeless person $20, but if you did not give to them, that homeless person would be in a different area and they will be receiving $100 at that time. And then they will be able to get a room at a hotel, and at that hotel they will be able to meet somebody who is a social worker that can get them together. You don't realize how you are affecting and effecting people when you make choices. It's very arrogant and egotistical to think that you can decide what is right and wrong, good or bad. I'll give you another example. there is a prophet, and she had a friend that was living in a hotel for a few months. And she asked God to give her a sign if it was okay for her friend to come live with her. God didn't give her that sign. God later told her that if she would have let her friend come live with her, that she would have been like Satan, because her friend wouldn't have been able to learn the lesson that she needed to learn. Also, in 2017, I went to stay with someone who was my best friend at the time. I don't remember if it was a few days or a few weeks, but she told me that her son wanted his room back. And if she did not do that, I would not be who I am today, because I was running away from things that I needed to face so that I can be who I am. I needed to be rid of anxiety, of fear, of doubt, of impatience, of immaturity, of judgment, and so many other things that I wouldn't have been able to deal with if I would have continued to stay with my friend. I love you, and most importantly, God does too. I am a spiritual advisor. In the description area, you will be able to see all the different things that I address. You will also see my email address so you can schedule a session with me. My sessions start at $45. You will see a few playlist recommendations from me in the description area as well. However, it is best for you to visit my YouTube channel directly and go to my playlist, because I have over 900 videos organized in playlists, way more than what's in the description area. And last but certainly not least, you will see the link to all of my social media accounts. Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. If there's anything that you would like me to make a video about, comment that. Thank you for praying for me, and thank you for sowing into my ministry.